So this is another one we've got somebody's garden, and a bit of an update on this one. 3 weeks ago I noticed that there were no queen, so they produced a new queen. I could see the cell, they capped it off, she hatched out, so I waited like 7-10 days just to see if I could see eggs, and I couldn't. So I purchased the queen, and when I come back to put the queen in, I noticed there were eggs. So I think it was last week I noticed eggs, so I didn't know whether it was a new queen laying or whether or not it was a worker bee laying. So I'm hoping this week that them eggs I seen last week are going to be capped off, just so I can see, because if it's a worker bee laying, then there'll be drones, and I'll put a picture up of what I do. I think I've told it past, so if you watch any other videos, you'll oh, I did say. Yeah, so I'll put a picture up and explain the brood, but I think I've shown it past, so let's have a look, see what they're bringing in. Yeah, so there's nectar. Starting capping that side off. This hive, before obviously the queen, whatever happened to her, whether it didn't swarm, whether or not they just figured out there's a problem with her, but they've started to cap that off. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to go through and check. Same again, started to cap that off. Really heavy, really nice amount. Yeah, beautiful, beautiful. Yeah, that's capped off. Some weight them as well. Yeah. I am going to check for them all. I usually don't. But this is, oh, beautiful. It's what we want to see. Yep. And then, yeah, I've just started to put nectar in that. So what I'll do is, when I've been through and checked the brood, I have brought another sub with me, so I'm gonna, wow, that's heavy. I'm gonna put all the hives I've checked today. They are a bit grumpy, but like I said, if you've not seen the previous video, these are, it's a dull day. It's starting. It is spitting. So they could just be in that. There's pollen, nectar. Yeah, so that's just stars onto them. Yes, stars in them. Eggs in them. yeah, eggs in all them. Chock-a-block 4 eggs. So I'm hoping that the eggs that we've seen last week, which were further into the centre, but I'll keep an eye out for the queen, because obviously she won't be marked, so I'm daft really not bringing my pen to be prepared to, when I do find her, is mark her. Yeah, 4 eggs, and obviously that's the old. What you can see that looks like a digestive biscuit is the brood from the last queen. So it must have not been 3-4 weeks ago last, but it must be 3. So shortly that'll be ready to hatch. Yeah, they cut that off. So she's in here somewhere laying, because this was the frame, and as you can see, she's. I've got one bee that's not my friend. I don't know whether it's the microphone. It's the microphone I've clipped to my t-shirt inside my toe. If you remember that other video that I did, they just didn't like it when it went outside. Yeah, then the outer frame. Yeah, this. This one is just, it's always been in stores, this one. So I'm not seeing, like I say, loads of eggs. So what I'm going to do is just go through once more. I don't like doing it. I do like to just leave them to it once at once, but I'd really just making sure 100% that I've not seen her. And I know it's not a worker that's laying, because the ones they've capped off, it's flat, and if it were a worker, there's that dome shape, as I said, picture again for info. Like a game of Where's Wally, trying to find queen. Drones in there. No. What I'm going to do is put the queen excluder on, put the super on that we had on, and then I'm going to go and get another super and put it on top of that. So we'll stick this one on also, and we'll get the roof on, get it tied up, and we'll see this one next week.